Welcome to Discovering. Tonight we visit the DNR Becoming an Outdoors Woman winter weekend.
Yeah, it's going great. My little snow cave is coming together.
Empowering, amazing experience, and it takes all of us.
Plus, Brian brings you all the exciting action from the second annual Belgiumtown Cardboard Classic. So sit back and relax. It's Monday night, and it's time for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone. Forest thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak. Surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields. Call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill, the eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
Are there many organizations in Michigan dedicated to getting people, and specifically women, outdoors and teaching them the skills they need to be confident in doing so? I'll have to look that number up. One that I have grown to love is the Michigan DNR Becoming an Outdoors Woman program that began in 1994 and every year has held weekend workshops to get women outdoors in a variety of activities. The weekend is a non-competitive, judgment-free, and supportive environment where women can learn from other women and some men. I participated in their fall program a couple years ago and I really enjoyed my experience. So much so, I tried signing up for the winter program but was too late and the weekend was full with almost 100 participants. So I took a quick ride up to Big Bay anyway to spend a half a day and check out the winter program and all they offer, and visit a bunch of friends I made last time.
Oh, winter, we have such a mixture. Of course, we have ice fishing and snowshoe. We do have an advanced snowshoe, cross-country skiing. Sometimes we have skijoring and dog sledding, extremely popular. We have a self-confidence class, which is designed to teach them and educate them about going out into different recreation areas or different areas within the state forest, things to look out for to protect themselves. Plus they also do some self-defense, so they really make them feel confidence, as it's called, self-confidence, to be able to go out and do those things even if it's by themselves or with a couple of their girlfriends.
So as soon as that happens, you need to, what we call turtle. Turtle, and I take it and find his elbows like this. And the most effective thing, if you have space, is to just back away. If you need to, hit them in the chest and back away so you can disengage, get that space.
Another extremely popular class is wild game butchering and wild game canning and jerky.
It was awesome. It was fantastic. There were some people who were not so sure about it. They thought it might be a little intense, but they wanted to push their comfort zone. And everybody got hands-on, and I think everybody left with a package that was wrapped up and ready for the freezer. So.
Winter shelters and winter camping, and those that want to sleep in their shelters from building their quinzhee actually sleep in their shelters overnight. So a lot of amazing cool things.
The class I want to take someday is the quinzhee building, so I was drawn to that group, and I found TV6's Pavlina Asta there shoveling away.
This is hard work.
They spent the first hour of class building the mounds. They created a perimeter based on the size of the people that were sleeping inside and whether or not they wanted to be able to sit up. They dug all of the snow out of the perimeter and then put it all back in. We let that sit for about an hour. Ideally, you would let it sit for 3 to 4 if you had the time. And then you come back out and like they're doing now, you dig out the opening and you basically make your snow cave. Sometimes we have people go in and sleep for a couple hours and then decide that that's not for them. We have women sleep for the whole night. So either way, it's pretty awesome.
This is a lot of fun. It's awesome. I'm excited to sleep out here tonight.
You are sleeping out here.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Generally, it'll be just below freezing in there no matter what the temperature is outside.
There comes the camera. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, it's going great. Look at this. Ah, my home. I love it in here. This is so cool. I'm having so much fun just like hacking it away. I'm seeing more skewers, which means we're hitting those points, which is great. I need to work on the ceiling though. So it's definitely the hardest part because it just kind of falls on you. But when you build out the walls, you're able to kind of like get that without it falling on you. So yeah, it's going great. My little snow cave is coming together. I'm really excited about it.
It's fun, but ultimately the skill would be handy if you were to ever be stuck out in the woods overnight in the winter, whether it's because you've gotten stuck in a car or you're out day hiking and there's an incident. So as I told them in the class, we have the snow claw, which is what they're using right now to dig out their doors or their openings. This would be something I would recommend keeping in your car and in your day packs as part of like a wilderness or backcountry survival kit.
I am here to really just learn more about winter sports, learn how to survive in the winter, and meet some great folks that also love the outdoors. Right now, we are building a Quincy. We're actually going to sleep in it. So we actually first I made a snow angel to get the size. She said we didn't have to, but just for fun. And then we built pretty much a mound of snow, like up here. And now we're gonna carve it out so we can actually like go in and sleep in it. So,
are you excited to sleep in it?
Yes. I look forward to telling people at home because one, just because I was coming to UP, they're like, it's cold up there. What are you doing? And then for me to actually sleep outside and survive, I'm gonna love sharing it. See if I can get them to come up too.
Spending a half day there, what struck me was the volunteer aspect. There were so many familiar faces from when I participated in fall 2021.
So currently we have 73 volunteer instructors between the winter and summer events. And the blessing we have is that all of our volunteers, they come back. They want to be here. They come experience it for the first time and they're like, I had no idea. I've heard about it, but I just had no idea it was this. It's very contagious for both the instructors and the participants because they are getting just as much out of sharing their talent, their skills, their expertise with the participants, and it's pretty powerful.
It was good. I feel like I enjoyed most of it, after I navigated my breathing and his tip of heavy feet, light hands. He's a good instructor.
When I first learned about becoming an outdoors woman, I was really excited about the prospect of being able to learn all these things that I couldn't find other places to learn them and in an environment that felt really safe. But being from downstate and not having spent a lot of time in the UP, it took a little bit to get up the courage to come up and do it. All my friends and family were basically telling me that I was crazy for trying to cross the bridge in winter and trying to travel through the UP and all the snow. And you might have been able to call me indoorsy because it was really like getting interested in food, learning about organic food, learning about local food, and then wanting to have more of a hand in that. So a little bit of gardening, a little bit of foraging, and then it wasn't long before I realized that hunting was probably next. And so that learning curve was steep for me. I didn't grow up doing hunting and fishing and that kind of stuff. So once I started, I just fell in love with the outdoors. And so now it's anytime I can be outside. It's all I want. Really seeing what it was able to do for me, coming from knowing nothing about it. And I think I wanted to just sort of help other women do the same thing in order to sort of carry it on, pass it forward. We can't be asked to protect something that we don't love. And if we fall in love with the outdoors, then we'll want to protect it. And I feel like as we develop more and more of our wildlands, it becomes more and more important. to protect them. So that's what motivates me.
So here you go. All right, this is gonna be all you here. Let me just get our depth finder.
All right. I'm Claire Blaine. I'm from Chicago. I'm not super outdoorsy, you know, living in the city. I grew up, you know, in the country, but you grow up, you go to college, and you kind of lose touch with all of that. So it's nice to reconnect. This is my second BOW. I did one in June with my sister, Emma, and we just wanted to try the winter session. It's been fantastic. I mean, just all of the women you meet, and all from different walks of life. They're fantastic and supportive and interesting. I love the Bay Cliff Camp. It's a beautiful facility. They really take care of you, and you just get out of your comfort zone, and it's nice to feel that way, you know? Try something new.
So you'll do it again?
100%, yeah, totally. And hopefully bring more people, yeah.
The program has a lot of repeat participants, and I feel like this group of volunteer instructors is a big reason why. There is a family feel to this event.
I started teaching at BOW in 2001. So about 19 years. I've probably had just over 300 ice fishing students. You've got women that want to learn how to ice fish because they want to teach their son. They want to do it with their husband. You've got women that are here, they go, I ice fished with my grandpa or my dad, mother, daughter. They want to spend some time with their daughter in that. So what they learn is kind of a personal thing. Most of the time they'd like to learn how to set the gear, operate the gear, and with hopes of generate a memory, you know, catching a fish. Some of these women have never seen a northern pike before. Some of them have never seen a walleye or a perch.
And you can bring the snow out that way.
My first BOW was 2007. That was a summer BOW. My first winter was in 2008. I'm just really passionate personally about being in the outdoors. Winter camping is something we love to do, me and my friends and family. But ultimately, I just really enjoy the process of getting women outside of their comfort zone and having them try things they didn't necessarily imagine that they would try, and doing it in a really comfortable, safe, non-competitive environment. So helping people push through some of those obstacles in their life to do things that they've never done before. I really get excited about that.
One of the things that some people don't realize is this program is not funded. So all of the fees and everything to run this comes from the participants who actually pay to attend the weekend workshop. So we don't get any funding per se, but we are so blessed to have sponsorships. Typically, we spend hundreds of dollars in renting equipment for the weekend, and this year, Wilderness Sports and Ishpeming donated all of our cross-country skis and boots and snowshoes, and so that is just an amazing, saved us so much money. Marquette Bike Rental, they're a small little neighboring business, and they gave us a huge discount and loaned us the Fat Tire bikes. Those bikes are so expensive. So for him to say, oh sure, the instructor actually went and picked them up, brought them up here. So we couldn't do a lot of what we do without the community.
It was sunny and Saturday, a great day to be outdoors, so I grabbed some camera gear and headed for Belgiumtown for the second annual Cardboard Classic. Warm fires, cold beer, cardboard, duct tape, and a hill. Sounds like a good UP Saturday afternoon to me.
This is our second year starting it. I had seen cardboard races somewhere else, and I decided we should try it this year, and Belgiumtown was kind enough to let us use their hill and help us out with this race, and they've been really good to us this year. We do a double elimination. We had 15 sleds this year. They go down the hill until they lose twice, and the top 3 get prize and trophies.
Just a little body work.
The bottom of the sled has to be all cardboard. There's no paint, no wax, no tape on the bottom. You can tape a seam and that is it. On the top you can use anything you want as long as it's safe. You can paint plates, foam, whatever you want to decorate your sled. So we do a best decorated sled, and then we do first, second, and third place for the sleds. All throughout the day, we have 7 prizes, and then we run 50-50. You can bring your family, your kids sled afterwards, and actually next year we plan on having a kids division. This is our first couple years. We wanted to get our feet wet and figure out what we're doing, and now next year we're going to add a kids division to race in conjunction with the adults. We're doing a care packages for troops that are servicemen that are overseas in conjunction with Stevenson High School. So we're going to use this money for our shipping of all our packages. If anybody has any servicemen that are overseas right now, if they want to send American Legion Post 43 their address, and we're going to start with Menominee County and work our way out through the whole UP and send our packages. So just please send some addresses to us. Thank you.
Great race. We won some.
Oh my gosh, my mom and dad did the best. They should have deserved first.
Well, our dad made this for us and he brought over a box, and then we decided we had to have a fishing machine.
Second place, repeat champion from last year, Mr. Dangway.
The secret is just too much time on my hands with a lot of tape and a lot of imagination.
And again, once again, in first place, 107, Mr. Pruitt. He's going to keep racing it, he'll get the beat.
Congratulations. Building the lady sled is use the same sled from last year. That's what we did. All we did is put a new bottom on it. It's the kid that runs it, he's the reason it wins. Jesus Becerra, he does an awesome job.
That's all for tonight, and I hope to see you right back here next week for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.